Today I'm going to be reviewing my new ring light. I think the brand is Samtian. I forgot to look it up, but you'll see it up here. Basically, a few weeks ago I had two perfectly good ring lights, one that I'd had for a few years and one that got sent to me for free to review, and I love both of them. So a couple of weeks ago I was making a video, I stood up and I stood on the wire and it pulled the wire right out the back and it was stuffed. So I went to use the smaller one that I had been sent for free. And normally I only used that when I was out and about because it was so small. But then when I went to clip the camera holder on it, it snapped. So that was completely unusable. So one of my friends decided to buy me a ring light, which was so generous. I thought I wanted a 20-inch light. So you know how that way where when you get a pizza and you go, oh, the 10-inch one was too small last time, we'll get the bigger one. And it comes and you're like, I've made a mistake, I'm not going to be able to eat that. That's what happened with this light. This thing is like the sun. It's absolutely giant. And as you know, I always film in my room. So it's just so huge. So I've got this absolutely massive, can't even fit it on camera, box to open. I didn't pay for this light, but I know that it cost either £95 or £109, and the link for it is in the description box below in case you want to check it out. There's other sizes available. But this light comes with a remote, and my last one that got sent to me for free, you could get a remote for it, but it cost £20, and basically you downloaded an app and controlled it with that. Now obviously I record using my phone, so it's not plausible for me to have an app because I can't use it while I'm recording. Now as I was looking this up, it says that you can also download an app for this one, which I've never used. I just stick to using the remote or these little bits on the side, which I'll show you. But this is the remote and the lights change colour. You can't see it with the light on. I'm actually going to switch the light off so that you can see it, and I'm going to try and not blind myself throughout this. So let me just turn off the light and I'll be back in a second. When I first got this light, I actually done an unboxing video, but it was so big that for me to show you anything I really had to stand above my bed and it just wasn't practical, so I decided to do this instead to show you how it works. So basically we've got the light and then we've got the phone holder, and then underneath the phone I've got these two twisty bits. So on this side, if I go up and down, it changes the colour of the light. So because this is just like normal light mode, it'll go like yellow right up until cool light, so it's like that blue tone, down to normal, down to yellow, and that makes me look a beautiful colour. So then on this side, on the left hand side, this is the brightness. I really need to try and not blind myself right now. Right down until that's the lowest it'll go. So then obviously we've got the remote, and as you can see here, you can just press and it changes the colour. Now that looked as if it went off there, but it's just a really dark red colour. So obviously this is the red and it's a bit intense. So I just go to the left hand side, turn this, and it'll go to all the different shades of red. Now it's going up to like a more orangey colour and almost blinding me. So if I take it back down to this kind of deeper red and go to this side, as I'm turning this, it just goes through all the different light colours. So you don't even need the remote to work it, it's just so easy if you're going to be sitting close to your light. However, if you're not sitting close enough to your light and you want to use the remote, you can either use the colours on the wheel or you can just press the middle. That's just took me back to the normal light. So this is obviously easy to use if you're sitting next to the light and you just need a quick colour change. Alternatively, you can just press the wheel on this and it'll take you through the different colours, or you can press the middle and it also changes the colours for you. So that's the normal coloured light. Back to red. This is like a yellow colour. So if I move to the up and down, as you can see, it does this with every colour. You can put it darker or you can just change straight on to the next colour. So it's really easy to work. So we've also got a brightness button on this, in case you want to put the brightness up or down with the remote. I'll give you a closer look at the remote here. It's really easy to use. We've got the brightness, and then this will just take us straight back onto colour and move us through the colours. Then you can just select your colour here or press the middle button, and then the top's on and off. I much prefer this to having an app, although I did read just before I made this video that when you use the app you can also get different effects and stuff, which I honestly never use. I very rarely used it on my other one. I use them for TikTok sometimes, but I don't really make TikTok videos that often anymore. So I'm going to turn the light on, and then I'm going to tell you something else about this ring light that you're going to need to know. The phone holder that came with this only holds your phone horizontally, but I had a spare one from my other ring lights and I managed to screw it onto this, which I think is just a normal camera holder, and that can go in there if I want to make TikTok videos. So just keep that in mind if you make videos for TikTok or Instagram. As I mentioned, this light is giant, but the stand is also really big. So at the moment I've got the tripod legs out, like almost stretched fully out, to have them the right height for my bed. Now I know that a lot more people are more professional than me and they sit at a desk or they've got their light further away or whatever. Like my light is literally just right in front of me. And when I put this over in the corner of my room, when you move the tripod legs, you actually pull a little bit out, push it in and pull it back out to get it to move. So when I've got this standing over in the corner, I've got the legs like right in together like that. So I think that this light would be more suited for somebody who's either got a studio and they don't move the light about a lot, or somebody who's just got a lot of space, or just a particular filming area. For me, it is a good light. Obviously it does what it's supposed to do and it's really bright, but just for this space that I've got, I need to move it quite a lot and move the legs and stuff. I'm going to quickly take the phone off the holder just to show you what I'm dealing with here. So as you can see, this light is giant. This is the bits here that I was telling you about, where you can just turn it up and down or change the colour. What's good about this light is this bit here. When you screw this, you can actually tilt it forward, which I didn't have with any of my other lights. I had to buy a separate light to do that. Then going down onto the legs here, this is the bits that I mean. When you're moving this, you pull this out, push it in and pull it out to get the legs to move. And as you can see, these are really stretched out at the moment. If you were a normal person taking pictures or whatever, you wouldn't have to have it down as low as this. But this bit here, this stretches out so the light goes really high. So it is a good light, but obviously I just don't have that much space. And as I mentioned, this bit, it only holds your phone that way. And I've got no idea what this bit on the back's for, because it doesn't give you anything for that to screw onto or anything. So it's possible that it was meant to go into one of the bendy things so that you can turn it either way, but you don't get that in the box. Looking at this spare piece that I got from another ring light, the back of that isn't anything like that, so it's not as if I can take it off and attach this on. Overall, I can definitely say that this is the best ring light I've had so far. It's really sturdy, and I've only had this a few weeks and I've knocked it over already, and it's still in one piece, so that is excellent. Also, the stand is really sturdy, and when you stretch out the stand, the light goes right up to the ceiling. This is going to be great if you want to take pictures or just make videos, but just remember that if you want TikTok or Instagram, you're going to need an extra one of these. The thing that I really like about it is the fact that it's so easy to just turn the brightness up and down. With my other one, I had to click through it to get like all through the different colours, which was fine, but I just like having the remote there just if I want a colour instantly. I will say that when I first got this, I didn't really like the stand because of how far I need to put the legs down to film, but if the stand wasn't like that, it just wouldn't hold the light because it's too big. Also, if you're someone who likes to take your ring light out with you to take pictures and travel and all that, it doesn't come with a travel bag, and I wouldn't say it's very portable. When I had my newer one, it was a lot heavier, but it came with a carry bag. That being said, if you had a car or whatever, it wouldn't be that difficult to just take the stand off it and put it in your car. It's not exactly heavy. If you're just making videos or taking pictures in your house and you don't need to move the light about too much, then this will be perfect. However, if you're wanting to take it to your friend's house to make TikTok videos or take it out onto the street to make dance videos or whatever, it's maybe not going to be the right one for you because it is just massive. Maybe you could buy the same one in a smaller size. When I first found out this light had an app, I considered downloading it to show you on this video, but to be honest, I'm never going to use an app, and there's probably a lot more reviews out there that can give you more details on it than I can. But as just a normal person who sits in a room making videos, I think that this light is really great. I really love these colour changing lights. Sometimes it's just nice to have it on in a red or a blue or something, and then I can also put the light on my headboard on. I'm thinking about getting the lights around my ceiling, but not too sure about that. I don't know who's going to put them up for me. But if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you're interested in checking out this light, the link will be in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Bye!